Hi, I'm Jackie from the NoobEngineer Channel. Today we will experience compliance as code by using Chef InSpec to check for any disallowed listening ports and expected configuration on an EC2 instance. We have been using Chef InSpec to review part of our compliance and security requirements. It has simplified how we manage such reviews as compared with using self-developed bash scripts. Without further delay, let's start our exercise. Okay, so in this exercise, we will use Chef InSpec to compare our EC2 instance actual state with our desired state. So first, we will check for any non-expected listening port, with the exceptions of port 22, SSH, 53, local bind DNS, and 80, HTTP. Next, we will verify that both SSH and Apache are running and configured to start at boot. Lastly, we'll check for configurations which will disable the Apache web server versions. This configuration will prevent in disclosing the Apache web server versions via its HTTP header and the default 404 not found page. We will access the EC2 instance using SSH key-based authentications. We will need to have Chef InSpec installed on our local machines, and we need access to our Ubuntu EC2 instance which have been installed with Apache. Here's a list of components with versions used in this exercise. Now let's take a look at the Chef InSpec scripts. The review.rb is a Ruby script configured with inspect resources. So the port resource allows us to specify a range or specified port, and in our case, they should not be listening. Next, the systemd service resource check for the specific service, and in this case, they should be enabled and running. Lastly, the file resource check for the specific file, and in our case, it should exist and its content should include the following configurations, which allow us to hide the Apache web server version. So now let's download the inspect script onto our local machine. Copy the download URL. So click clone. Let's browse to our inspect script folder. Okay, nice. We have downloaded our inspect script. So next, let's copy our EC2 instance public IP address. Let's go to our AWS management console, EC2 instance. Select the running EC2 instance and copy the public IP address. Okay. Before running the inspect script, we need to add our SSH private key into our SSH agent, which is required for us to authenticate to our EC2 instance. In this case, next, let's run the inspect script. Inspect execute controls, which is a folder that include our inspect scripts. -t ssh, the login user, followed by the IP. Okay, nice. So we have just successfully run our inspect script on our EC2 instance. So we have a total of 3 controls, 2 fail and 1 pass. And within the controls, there are 9 successful check and 2 failure check. So first, let's take a look at the successful control. So basically, we have not found any non-expected listening port. Both SSH and Apache are enabled and running. And these are the past checks. So this is the fail control where we have found the required configuration file. However, we are unable to find the required configurations to hide the Apache version banner. So here it will output the file content for us to review. Since the configurations for hiding the web server version banner has not been applied, so we should be able to identify the Apache web server version. So it's cur-i, which will only respond the HTTP response header, followed by the URL. So this means that the required configuration for hiding the Apache web server version has not been applied. With this, we've just experienced compliance as code using Chef InSpec. You can also visit the InSpec documentation site and search for the resource module, which provide examples and syntax on how to construct the specific checks. If you find this video helpful, do consider subscribing to this channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon for new release notifications. Also do leave a comment for this video, and thanks for watching. Oh yes, we have a second challenge. Are you able to use Ansible and apply the required changes for hiding the Apache web versions? Do leave a comment and let us know. Bye!